Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Southern National. We're here for race number 10, the 16 race season for the OG Racing League Tour Modified Series. Back here in the booth with Will.
Hello.
There he is. Southern National opened in 1993. And it was added to iRacing in 2015. December of 2015 to be more exact. If we want to get into like exact numbers and whatnot. So Will, from what you've seen in practice so far, looks like we've got a lot of close lap times. What are your expectations for this race here tonight?
I think it's going to be fast, but I feel like we're going to see... I think this is going to be a race where we may see someone just dominate the race. I mean, we're seeing some people here, they are tenths off of each other. You know, up at the top of the board, you got 13-4, then down at the bottom, you got 13-7s. So, I think this is going to be a pretty different race.
And this is a very... I almost want to say difficult track. You really have to get up off the corners, high banked. It's almost like a shrinked Bristol, in my opinion.
I could definitely see that.
That was my honest first impressions of it when I first raced here, back about like 2 years ago with street stocks. This track is a lot of fun to race though. You can't say that it isn't. We got 17 cars in the field here tonight, Will. And 6 races left of the season. Current points leader, Alfie Sharon Jr. is, I think he has the fastest lap, or no, 4th fastest.
He's 4th.
Actually. A little further back, but he's still pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, Alfie's been doing great. I think what we're going to see, though, is he may show up towards the end, as we've seen him do, like, last week.
Yeah, and last week we crowned another multi-time winner in Brandon Feeney. And I mean, do you think we might see 3 wins from one of these top 2 drivers, Feeney and Alfie?
I think it's very possible. I mean, we've seen how they've ran the past few races. I mean, they've got the speed, they've got the drive for it. I mean, they could do it no problem.
I guess it's just a matter of time. We only have 6 more races left. Those 6 races are some pretty difficult ones, and the one that comes to mind right off the top of my head is New Hampshire. That's a staple, and actually, that's next week, New Hampshire. Or
Yeah.
wait, no, New Hampshire's finale. Milwaukee Miles next week. That's another pretty fun track to race at. It's very flat, so the line is probably more than likely going to be the bottom. There's not a lot of banking, per se.
Yeah, I think this race though is definitely going to be probably a staple on the season. I think this is going to be a crazy looking race. We'll either have someone dominate or it's just going to be a bunch of people racing each other.
And that is what we are here to watch. Some good, clean, hard racing. 70 laps is the distance, not counting the heats. And it looks like we're going to have another 2 heat races, as we usually have, week in, week out. But then after Milwaukee, we got Richmond, and then Thompson, Bristol, Concord, and New Hampshire to cap off the season.
That's going to be some exciting racing coming up here.
Now, taking a look at the points here, as we mentioned before, Alfie Sharon Jr. has the points lead over Mike Toshiro. However, it is only about 29 points up right now.
Yeah, I think as we've seen though, I think Alfie's going to be in contention here for sure. We've seen him do well. Dustin Painter, that's another guy I think will be in contention here.
He's 4th in points right now.
Yeah. Brennan Forsyth, another guy. Mike Tashiro. Those are the guys I'd really watch this race for sure.
Feeney hasn't set a good lap yet. He's 15th quickest, so he's going to need to outpace that one to make up some ground. Same with Mike Tashiro. He hasn't had a lot of luck these past few weeks, and he's 13th quickest too.
Yeah.
So I think that Alfie might just start running away as there's the first flip of the night. Dustin Painter. Will, you said you don't want this anymore, but you know what? They want it. And, yeah. We're only in practice and you guys are already flipping. Calm down.
It's gonna be a fast track.
Well, let's see if
These
we can maybe get some insight. Let's see if we can get an interview with anyone here. You have anyone in particular you'd want to bring up here?
Justin Painter's on the track right now.
Sure, let's bother him. Hey, Dustin, Sean and Will up in booth with VRN. You got a minute?
Yeah, I got y'all loud and clear.
Alright, Dustin. Well, currently you're our second quickest here tonight. You're 65 modified, looking fast as usual. Haven't had the greatest luck, as we all know. What's the game plan here tonight at Southern National?
Try to avoid the mess. It's a tough track. You're gonna be loose from the start and on. So, and then you're gonna have guys that'll be tight, hit the turn 2 wall, turn 4 wall, bounce in front of you. So, yeah, just try to avoid the mess.
So you saying that? Are you thinking that this is gonna be some extremely fast, chaotic racing, or do you think it's gonna have some chaos but still be somewhat organized?
Well, with 18 cars, it's gonna be a little chaotic if you start in the rear, which could happen. I expect some damage and stuff like that amongst guys. Like I said, it'll be a tough race.
All right. Well, Sean, you got anything else?
Well, how's this track racing for you right now? In my opinion, it's like a miniature Bristol. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it races a lot like a miniature Bristol. The difference is you probably want to be on a low line. Maybe you can kind of diamond the corner a little bit, but it's going to be a race for the bottom. And it's going to be hard to pass. I mean, really, guys are going to have to make a mistake to get around them.
Alright, Dustin. Well, we got another 4 minutes here to set some good laps. Good luck here tonight, and hopefully your luck gets turned around finally.
Thanks, guys.
Alright, another one who said that we need to talk with him every week. I think we need to bring in Brandon Feeney up here now, don't we?
I believe so.
I think it's time. Hey, Brandon, Sean, and Will up in booth with VRN. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Alright, what's the predictions for this week, man? Where do you think you're going to finish now?
Well, I said third last week, but looking at the timing and scoring, I'm thinking it's going to be about eighth.
Alright, so you're just putting 2 3s together, mirroring them.
Well, I put the 3 and the 8 together to get 38.
True.
Hey. How are you feeling about the track? You think this is going to be a race that you can at least try to contend for? Or is this going to be one where you just kind of check it off the list?
I got to start in the back with the EOL from last week, so it's one of those things like just going to try to survive and not destroy the car and see where I end up.
All right. Well, Sean, you got anything else?
Well, what do you think it's going to take to maybe become the first back-to-back winner of the season here tonight?
20 car pileup.
I don't even think there's 20 cars in the session. So
That's what he needs.
That would be including you, though. And then everyone would just use a
Oh,
faster car.
already.
Alright, well, is there anything you want to say to the fans watching at home here?
I hope you guys enjoy the show, and I'll try to put it 3 wide as much as I can.
Alright, sounds like someone's going to get put in the outside wall very early on. Anyways, good luck tonight, Brandon. Hopefully that 38 gets up front quickly and not wrecked.
We'll see what we can do. If not, we'll at least put on a show.
Sounds good, man. Feeney's always great to talk to.
He is.
We got just about 2 minutes left of practice now. Tyler Tomasi, Alfie Sharon Jr., Brandon Fetter place. Have some of the fastest laps of the night. But Brendan Forsyth, we've seen him have speed early on, and then something just happens. Bad luck or something. He has 1 win this season at Irwindale, I think it was. I think it was Irwindale where he got his win.
That sounds correct.
Pulling it up now. Yeah, it was Irwindale. Yeah. But I think he might be the next multi-time winner here tonight.
I could see it.
And for those of you wondering why Feeney has a EOL, the previous race winner has to take an EOL at the beginning of every race because they won the previous race. That's how it works.
That's I kind of like that, but at the same time, that's one of those things where it's like, it's great for competition, but it could also mess up the previous winner's race.
And I think that just adds to it. I think everyone here in
That's
the
the
league is just
excitement.
here to have fun.
Yep.
You know? Have fun and have fun racing, and there goes the 28 into the outside wall. Like, I think it was Painter who mentioned people are going to get tight, and
Yeah.
I know that from racing here before. It's going to get very close at times. Austin Purnell, I think he's making his first start in the modified tour here tonight. He'll try to get a lap in here. I don't think he will. Only 5 seconds left to practice.
Yeah.
But that is going to be it. It is now time for heat races. We're going to have 9 cars in each heat, 2 heats, 10 laps. All gearing up for the 70 lap feature. And no one knows what the invert is. There's always an invert. Could be the top 2, could be the top 7, could be the top 54. I don't know. But yeah, let's take a look at heat race number 1 starting lineup. On the pole is Austin Purnell and Dustin Painter. Purnell hasn't even turned a lap yet. That's going to be a little... He's got to be nervous leading the field of green here in his first start.
I'd be nervous.
We got Brandon Feeney, Briley Wright in the 46, Tyler Tomasi, Dan Butler, Kyle Ryan, who led the opening sector of last week's race. Beside him, Steven Selby, and then Mike Toshiro rounding out heat race numero uno. So let's get this one underway here, shall we? And have just another lap to pace here. Who's your pick to win heat race number 1, Will?
I'm going to put it on that 65 of Dustin Painter. He's just got the speed for it.
I think so too, and I think Brandon Feeney is really going to have to capitalize here on getting a good heat finish to start as high up in the field as possible here. And now Painter already to the lead. Ooh, Tomasi maybe got into the 65 just a little bit there.
Yeah.
I don't know if had a little bit of net code there. Not quite sure. Kind of missed it, honestly. 51 going way up the track.
3 wide.
Briley Wright just trying to get to that bottom lane. But just cannot. Around goes Toshiro in the back.
Toshiro hasn't been doing too well when it comes to luck for the past couple of races.
Kyle Ryan running it down on the bottom. He moves up to 4th. Feeney down to 5th now. And Painter with 6 to go has a 7/10 of a second lead and continues to pull away here in Heat 1.
Painter just has that speed to be able to maintain a good lead gap and even gain.
For sure. 5 to go now. He's going to be one of the race competitors here. I don't believe Painter has one. Oh, yes, he does. He has one win earlier at the season. 3rd race of the season, to be exact. And it was 5 flags. And actually, here's a bit of a trend I just noticed. As Feeney gets up into the wall on 2 wheels, the first 3 winners of the season were Brandon Feeney, Alfie Sharon Jr., and Dustin Painter. Past 2 weeks, the 2 of the 3 have gotten their second win. So could tonight be Painter's night?
It could be. Painter has the speed. He is definitely going to be in for contention as long as nothing bad happens. 32 on the wall there.
Riding the wall, literally. White flag is in the air. If I'm Painter, I'm not really running 100%. I mean, he's just gapping the field by a big margin here. Here he comes at 4. Painter wins heat race number 1. Tomasi not quite able to get second place at the stripe. But this would really suck if we have a big invert here tonight. Does that count towards flip counter?
No, that was post activities. All right.
I hope you know I counted it anyways. Heat number
Alfie.
2
Alfie's on the pole.
with Dylan Alderink. Is he going to get another heat win where they all wreck ahead of him?
Maybe.
And we got Joshua Buckley and Shane Wagner in the 26, followed by Philip Manzo in the 44 and James Kerr in the 75. And then Brennan Forsyth, fastest car in practice, starting 7th, and Brandon Fetter place 8th. And rounding out your starting lineup for heat race number 2 is Joe Marks, and Alderink was sleeping there, taking a quick little nap. Let's see what these guys have for us tonight. Heat number 2 looks a little bit more competitive than Heat 1. Here we go. Pace car's going to pull off the track this time. So we are officially 1 to green. Will, who's your pick to win Heat number 2?
Alfie, I feel like that's an easy call.
Now we know Brennan, he has the fastest car. I think he's going to be able to work his way inside the top 3. Top 5 at the least. Joe Marks did not grid. And here we go. Heat race number 2. About to be underway here. Green flag is out.
26 got into the 9 there.
Maybe there they go. The one
Yeah, that was
started
weird.
to roll and then he stopped. Already 26. Oh, thought he was going to make it 3 wide. But already coming out of turn 4. Alfie's going to lead lap number 1. Dude, these laps go by super quickly here.
They do. This track is small, but it's super fast.
Yeah. I think it took me 20 minutes, if that, to run 50 laps here in a Legend the other day. P5 now. Oh no, P6 for Forsyth still. Battle up here for second. Dylan Alderink on the outside. Joshua Buckley on the inside. Nearly into the outside wall for Alderink.
Yeah.
That was insanely close.
He's going to clear behind the 13, though.
Buckley is going to try to reel in Alfie. He's already up to a second lead. He's definitely running 100% right now. Brennan back here seems to be stuck behind the 75 of James Kerr.
Ooh,
Up goes
26
Shane
up high.
Wagner. Finally moved up to 5th. And like the Feeney said earlier, passing is going to be really tricky here.
It is. You can already tell. That outside lane has no speed on it.
Yeah. It's going to take quite the effort here. Already 3 laps to go in heat race number 2. Alfie has a commanding lead over Joshua Buckley and Dylan Alderink. But can Alderink hold on to 3rd over Brennan Forsyth? And I think he will. He has a second lead as well.
He seems to be gaining off of the 9.
Cone continues to be hit into turn 3. I wonder if it's still sitting there. Yeah, no. Figured. And white flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go. Alfie has won a handful of heat races this season. He's going to add another one to his record book. Here he goes.
Alfie is great on the short run when it comes to like these heat races.
Mm-hmm. Heat race number 2 is in the books. Brennan got up to 4th, which isn't that bad. Ooh, this is a weird invert.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup, shall we? On your front row here tonight is going to be Joe Marks and Heat 2 winner Alfie Sharon Jr.
Then you got Brandon Fetter Place and Dustin Painter.
So the Heat winners are on the outside. That's going to be interesting. We got James Kerr in row 3 with Shane Wagner in the 26.
Then
Also,
you got-
hold on. Sorry to interrupt you. Joe Marks didn't run in his heat race either, so I wonder if Federer Place might take that top spot.
And you got Briley Wright and Tyler Tomasi.
Oh, wait. They have the warm-up now.
Oh.
That's why it's so weird.
They didn't used to run warm-ups, did they?
I think they had it, and then they didn't, and now they have it again. I don't know. So
I was
now,
gonna say, yeah, it didn't seem right.
give us a second here, guys. Yeah, that looks a lot better now what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Feeney is starting 15th.
Wow.
Yikes. Alright. Now let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. On your front row here tonight is Shane Wagner and Dan Butler, first and second here.
Then you got Brendan Forsythe and Kyle Ryan.
So that's a good jump for Brendan, honestly.
Yeah.
And then Dylan Alderink and Tyler Tomasi.
Then you got Joshua Buckley and Austin Purnell.
Row 5, rounding out the top 10, we have your heat race winners, Alfie Sharon Jr. and Dustin Painter.
Then you got Briley Wright and Brandon Federplace.
And we got Steven Selby and Philip Monzo starting 14th.
Then you got Brandon Feeney, who will go to the back for an EOL, and James Kerr.
Row 9, Mike Tosherell, championship contender, starting 17th, along with Joe Marks. And that is tonight's starting lineup. 70 laps is the distance. I think we're going to see 3 cautions here tonight.
I'd say 3 to 5.
Sounds right. We didn't see any major incidents in the heat races, but everyone races differently during the heats, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I think last week was the first time we saw a caution during the heat.
Yeah.
And it looks like lights are back on the pace car, and now they're back
Now
off.
they're off.
They are playing musical chairs with the pace car. There goes down pit road. Shane Wagner and Dan Butler lead the field to green. Green flag is out. Boogity, 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 as Daryl Waltrip would say, as you know. Already a little bit of contact there. Kyle
What a
Ryan.
move. Oh,
And there
spinning.
they go.
Oh, ouch.
Tomasi is, that's a second flip in a
Yeah.
row for Tyler.
Wow, that did not go well at all.
We didn't make it a lap.
That 8 car is messed up.
Let's get another look at it here. So it looked like Kyle Ryan in the black and yellow car just got loose, tagged Alderink, and it was just a domino effect from there. And the 8 just straight up wheel hopped over someone and hit the catch fence. The catch fence did its job, though. I will say. Second week in a row we've had pretty terrible crashes. Like, if a wreck like that would have happened in like real life, that would be super scary, honestly. Like, I know they have those like bumper guards, I think is what they're called, to protect the cars from kind of like going up on each other, but it still happens.
There is no fix for that when you've got open wheel cars like that.
Yeah. Well, here's a fix for you. Don't run open wheel cars. Slap some fenders on it.
That is apparently modifieds now do have fenders for some tracks.
We'd have to pull up a picture post-race or something.
Yeah.
Brendan Forsythe already moving up to second. Alfie is in 4th. And Painter's in 6th. Here we go. Restart coming to you. Pace car pulling off the speedway. It's going to be Shane Wagner with the restart. Green flag is out.
Good jump.
Great start for Wagner. He's going to try to just hold on as long as he can. Around goes Painter.
Oh, ooh, right into the inside wall. No other hit.
No it
caution
didn't
for
look
that.
like it was that hard of a hit, though. Luckily.
No, but it was still the inside wall. Those bumpers really don't do much.
He just kind of kissed it. Like you said, no caution. We are still green. Wagner still has control of this, but he's got two of the fastest cars in the session right now. And around he goes.
Uh-oh.
Second car to spin
26.
the past lap. Pace lights are still off on the pace car, so no caution still. We're going to keep it green here. A lot of cooped up cars here battling for position. This is a hornet's nest.
Yeah, they're kind of making like kind of packs, it looks like, because you got, yeah, they're like split up into two different packs.
Kyle Ryan trying to get around Fetter Place, and he will. Kyle Ryan, he's a lap down though, so he's trying to get
Back on.
yeah, I don't know if there's Lucky Dog in this series or not. I probably should know by now. But like we said before, there's so many leagues that we do now.
Everything
There
changes.
is Lucky Dog, yes. Just double checked. Feeney trying to hold on to 7th. Let's take a look at the battle for the lead here. Looks like Forsyth is slowly trying to pull away here from
Oh,
Alfie.
Alfie in the wall.
Oh,
Ooh, wheel hop by the 51,
Riley, oh, good save by the 51. He had that thing slideways in 4. Oh, he will only lose 3 spots. It's only 3, you know. Could be like 500. Dan Beller's having a pretty good night here right now.
Yeah, he is.
Usually he's involved in a wreck by now. He's finally
Mike
able to
Castro.
turn his luck around. Where is
Mike
Castro?
Castro in
There he
8th
is.
right now.
There goes Feeney up to 6th. He is slowly but surely, methodically working his way up through the field here.
Castro has a really good line. He is just riding through the turn, and he's getting right down to that apron. It's kind of like shooting him out of the turn, giving him somewhat of a speed boost.
Hey kids,
He's-
guess what? Feeney is the 3rd fastest car in the field right now.
Oh, he is.
Mm-hmm. He might get a top 3 after all. We'll just have to wait and see.
Maybe.
We're 20 laps into this thing. Oh, nope, just 19. It already updated. I didn't know if it did or not, but in just a second we will be. As Forsyth and Alfie are working on the 26 of Shane Wagner to put him another lap down. Or no, he'll just be 1 lap down. Apologies. And
Ooh,
look at
51.
Dustin
51
Painter.
almost got a bump. Oh, they're wrecking in the back.
And
Caution's out,
Tyler
caution's out.
Tomasi is involved in it again. And now he's doing a burnout. Let's take a look at what happened here. Looks like he got a lot of assistance there on that one. And Selby had nowhere to go, along with, I think that was Buckley there in the 13.
The 8 just went after... Wow. After the 18. No, it's the 18 on the car.
He went
don't
after
know
the
what-
91, maybe?
91, yeah, Kyle Ryan. He just
Oh.
put him straight in the wall. Wow.
Well, as Denny Hamlin would say, wow, hey, short track racing. Hey, it's
And
better than
Tomasi
hitting
is
each.
disconnected.
It's better than people throwing torque wrenches at each other. To be fair.
Yes, but...
Oh
That-
man, crazy race
Yeah.
so far. Polsit are taking the wave around now. Shane Wagner really lucked out there.
He did.
About to go a lap down. Caution came out at the best time possible. Same with Painter. He was about to go a lap down. And now Purnell's going to be back on the lead lap here in his number 32 car. Forsyth, you cannot pass the pace car, buddy. Unless you're going to race the pace car. Tell the pace car to put it in sport mode.
You put it in sport mode.
Smart.
Smart.
It's like the smart modified cars. We have the smart modified tour series at home.
Yeah.
Smart modified tour. Oh, this is way better than the smart modified tour. But here we go. Pace car gonna pull in this time. And green flag is out. We are racing again. Alfie's gonna be able to hop right down to the bottom there. Good for him. Feeney stuck
Oh,
on the
this is gonna get
outside.
sketchy right here. 2 wide through the turn, like 4 back.
Oh,
9's into the
someone's
8, car
around.
sliding up the track.
It's Feeney.
No caution yet.
I don't think they will. I think everyone kept it straight. We can get a replay here. Looks like he just got loose maybe on entry. Maybe had some help from behind. He kind of came down into the 51 there, but he kept it going, so no caution, no caution. Good.
Yeah, you can't push here, it seems. It just
can't do much
messes
of
up the rear
anything,
end.
it seems. Whoa. Alderank and Kerr almost made contact into 1 and 2. How
Castro
many?
up to 7th now, trying to get up to the 51.
How do you think some of these drivers are feeling now? We are 30 laps into the race, just about halfway. We've seen guys with speed, we've seen guys with no speed, and caution is out again.
Out.
Don't know what happened this time.
Not sure.
See, Kyle Ryan may be involved. Yep, let's take a look at it here. Heading into turn 3, looks like the
Oh.
who's that? Was that the 44? Yeah, it was Philip
Yeah.
Manzo who got loose middle of the corner. And I mean Ryan had nowhere to go.
Did the 44 break there? It looked like he slowed down super quick once he got loose.
I don't know. Toshiro coming in for fresh tires. Buckley gonna take the wave around. He'll be back on the lead lap. So where does that put Feeney at? That'll put him 8th. No, he's coming in for tires now. What would you say? Do you think it's worth it to come in and pit now? I mean, we are pretty much halfway.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good idea if you're short on fuel or something, go in there. I mean, I can almost guarantee there'll be another caution.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna see another caution or two. I thought we were only gonna see 3. We've already surpassed that number.
Yeah.
But it's alright. They're putting on some great racing though.
They are.
Let's see if we can get a run. This race is going by really quickly. We're halfway this time. We are... Well, not this time quite yet, but relatively soon.
It seems like we still got the same 2 people up front here. Alfie in the 28 of Brendan Forsyth.
And green flag is out. We're rolling again. Pretty even restart for the top 2. Oh, Alfie's really pushing
Alfie's
his one.
tight.
That's going to allow Dan Butler to get to the inside.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
Oh, but he's going to
but he got loose.
Oh, they're going to wreck again. And as I say
Yeah.
that, Steven Selby around in the back. I don't think that's
Caution's
going to... Never mind. This is just about to say I don't think that'll institute a caution. I spoke way too soon.
Yep.
Well, actually, I didn't say anything, technically, so... Oh, we're going to go ahead and take a break here on VRN. We'll be right back once we are ready to go green. Alright, welcome back to Virtual Racing Network. We are getting ready for the restart. Here we go. Pace car gonna pull off this time. Well, we're gonna have just about 25-ish laps to go. Green flag is out. And another...
Ooh, Shane Wagner just spun the 44. No caution. The 18 was also involved of Kyle Ryan.
Sure the caution's already out now.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
no. Well, Alfie lost the race lead. Or, Brennan lost the race lead. How did that happen? Oh,
the
big wreck in the back.
Tashiro.
Tashiro, Feeney. Oh, we have like 600
Was that-
good.
Was that Painter?
No, that was Feeney.
Oh, okay.
Painter is still clean and running in 7th. But I want to look at how did Brennan lose the race lead? This is how, right here, folks. Looks like neck code there.
Code.
Yeah. I was wondering why. I thought the caution had come out because they were going so slow.
No.
And
And then
then
they wrecked hard in the back.
yeah, I'm guessing Tasho got tight into the outside wall there. Oh no,
No, he got hit.
they made contact on the exit, so I'm guessing Feeney may have gotten tight there. Oh man, a lot of stuff just happened there. We had like 3 separate incidents. Oh, we need to look at the 44. What happened to Philip Monzo? Green flag is out.
26 tried to get 3 wide super quick and just...
Yeah. And then 91 just stopped, or yeah.
I was just say that. That even gave the 44 some engine damage. You could see him start smoking there.
He probably took a faster pair, for sure.
Yeah.
He did. But look, Dylan Aldering taking the race lead. We've seen this before.
Yeah.
They wreck in front of him, and Dylan capitalizes. That is usually how Dylan works, you know? Cool, calm, and collected is exactly what these drivers are not. Alright, coming to the green. This time around, pace car gonna pull off. Dylan needs to launch here. And he needs to not spin. And I think if he can just do those 2 things, he should be okay. Green flag is out. Great restart for Dylan. He launched perfectly.
And he's got Alfie right behind him, too.
He's going to have a lot of pressure.
Isn't going to get down there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's going to leave the bottom open, but Alfie's not able to capitalize
Alfie
yet.
didn't have enough, but he may be able to get him here. Next
20
turn.
laps to go. Out for the race lead, heating up here. Brennan Forsyth, Brandon Fetterplay is taking a trip to the outside wall. Forsyth trying to move up to 5th here, trying to clear contact. Oh, Jesus.
Alfie leads.
Alfie back to the race lead over Brennan Forsyth now. Feels like this happens week in, week out for Brennan. Contact from Brandon, or Kyle Painter, or Dustin Painter, sorry.
Throwing the wall.
A lot of contact. No caution, no caution. We're still green.
29, 22, 3 cars sitting on the backstretch.
No car sitting on the backstretch. Oh,
There we go, right there.
they're sitting on the turn 1. Now caution is out. Wow. This is like Bowman Gray on steroids, it feels like.
They were trying. I think what they were trying to do is kind of just let people, you know, 1 car spins. They're not going to mess with it, but I think they really tried to extend that caution there.
Oh man. A lot of unlucky drivers here tonight.
Oh yeah. Hey, we said that this would either be chaotic or chaotically organized.
And it's
I think we've
definitely
learned.
chaotic. 15 to go. Coming to 14 to go, Will. We might go into
Yeah.
overtime. I think we're going to see overtime.
I think so.
For sure. No doubt about it. Here we go. Alfie Sharon Jr., Dylan Alderink, Briley Wright, James Kerr, Brandon Fetterplace. Your top 5 here tonight as they run, and I'm sure that's going to change before this one's over. Will, with 13 laps to go, who do you think is going to win this one?
I'm looking at Alfie. He fell back to 3rd or 4th, and he's back in the lead. He's got speed.
When you saw this in the heat race with Brendan, he struggles in traffic.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with you there. It's going to be Alfie or maybe Dylan Alderink. He hasn't had the greatest speed by any means, but he's there. He has a chance at getting the win. 1 to green, coming to the restart this time. It's going to be 11 to go at the line here. My vote is we get 2 or 3 laps in, and then we're going to see another caution.
I could agree with that.
But just a matter of time here. Pace car is off. Alfie, Dylan, your front row. Green flag is out.
Oh,
Good
check
launch.
about the 51.
Good launch for your front row. Dylan's going to clear the inside. Can he hold on to second? A lot of pressure for Briley Wright from James Kerr. 10 to go here. They're still stacking them up here towards the back half of the field. 3 cars up in the wall.
3 wide through turn 4.
This race is just going to get crazier and crazier. And
It
it's
is.
not even over.
8 cars taking it 3 wide here.
Oh,
Hit
if
Dustin Painter.
They get it sorted out.
I thought they were about to take it 4 wide there.
Painter's running
They don't have a
7th
problem taking
here.
it 3 wide here, I guess.
They really don't. I know Feeney said he was going to take it 3 wide whenever he could if he wasn't showing up front. And look at the lead Alfie has with 7 to go now.
Yep, that's about what I was thinking was going to happen.
Someone's cone was hit. Green
Yeah,
cone.
I saw that. I was wondering about that.
It's not unusual to see a cone or two lying in the middle of the track every now and then, you know. It's your typical race.
I don't even know who to watch right now. It's just everyone's doing something. 65 around, gets hit by
That was the
by
worst
Brandon
time to
Feeney.
go to him. Philip's
Caution's
like,
out.
oh, hi there. How you guys doing? Yeah, we're going into overtime. I called it. We're going to have 3 green-white checkered... 3 green-white checkered attempts. Alfie, Alderink, Kerr, Forsyth, Fetterplace. Your top 5 as they run. Feeney said he was going to finish 8th. Look where he's running now.
He's running 8th, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He should have stuck with the 3, I'm telling you.
But we do have some green flag runs here. For a green white checkered. I mean, he could gain a position or 2 then.
We'll have to see. We're officially going into overtime for the first time this season, I want to say.
That sounds about right. I'm not too sure about
think
that.
we went overtime in Phoenix, right? Maybe? No. I don't know, honestly. It's hard to keep track. But, I mean, if James Kerr can get a launch here, even with the 1, apply the pressure, same with Dylan Alderink, it is going to be close. Also, that
Very close.
That K&N scheme is just so awesome looking.
It is.
That is easily one of my favorite schemes out on the track currently. I also like Shane Wagner's ride as well. This one and his other ones too that he was running earlier this season. Here we go. coming to the green flag this time. Those guys are just now getting the chance to wave around.
Yeah, that's green flag's already out. What?
It is now. Green flag.
My green flag logo was up for like a minute before the green flag even waved.
Huh. Pace car was still
Caution's
out,
out.
so that was fast.
Did anyone even wreck?
Was it an admin caution?
Yes.
Oh. Is that going to be our second overtime attempt then, Will?
Yes. I believe so. That's what it's saying. No one wrecked. I think they threw it because of the way that kind of glitched.
Okay, that was going to be my guess, too. Because usually they wave you around at 2 to go. 2 to green. Are they racing again, or? I'm so confused. What's going on? It says it's under caution still. Okay, they're trying to catch up to the pace car. Got it. A little bit confusing right now, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. But that seemed to be an issue with iRacing itself there.
Yeah, technical difficulties, folks. So now we only have 2 more overtime attempts. We're gonna use one of them here, and maybe just another one.
No, we should only have one after this.
Yeah, this one, and then the next one after this.
Yeah, that's why I said one more after
Yeah,
this.
that's what I said too. Oh my Lanta. Well, sometimes you make me wanna. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're double file right now, but the lights are still on the pace car.
Yeah, sometimes they do that. We're coming to 1 to
Hmm.
green though. $10 says we're 1 to green.
Yep.
Oh man. So the last restart didn't really go to plan. Let's see if this one does. Pace car is gonna pull in this time. Again. It's not a lot of pulling in. And here we go. Alfie Sharon Jr., Dylan Alderink, your top two on the front row. Green flag is out. Alfie with the jump. 2 to go. James Kerr trying to take over second. Not
Alfie's maintaining his lead. Look at that.
well. It helps when the next 2 cars
White
behind
flag.
you are battling. White flags in the air. Alfie looking for win number 3 of the season, and through 3 and 4, Alfie Sharon Jr. is going to lead 28 laps and score the victory at Southern National.
Look at that.
I'm looking right at it. Also, Brandon Fetterplace, not a single yawn, and no burnouts for the one. Where is he going?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, Wagner, I think you're going the wrong way there, bud. Alright, well, let's take a look at the official results here quick. Your top 10 after tonight: Alfie Sharon Jr., Dylan Alderink, Brendan Forsile, James Kerr, Dan Butler, Brandon Fetterplace, Joshua Buckley, Mike Toshiro, Brandon Feeney. Oh man, just one spot short of 8th. And then Dustin Painter rounds out the top 10. Next, we got Shane Wagner, Steven Selby, Philip Monzo, Briley Wright, Austin Purnell, Paul Sitter, and then Kyle Ryan, Tyler Tomasi, and Joe Marks. Alright, as we wait for people to join for post-race interviews, we will be right back here on VRN. There's no one in the waiting room. So we will up. There's Alfie. Oh, name change. Cool. So let's go ahead and get Alfie in here. Hey, Alfie, Sean Will up in the booth with VRN. You got a copy?
I got you guys. How's it going?
Well, it's win number 3 of the season. This makes you the most winningest driver, and you're going to expand your points lead big time here tonight. So it's a very successful night for you. How'd your race go overall, though?
Race went good. That first caution on the early lap, I was lucky enough to just get to the bottom and make it through that big pile up. And right after that, I just started driving safe and made sure I wasn't making any mistakes. And I got into Brennan right there at one of the restarts. I didn't mean to. I got to run off 4 and tried taking the bottom from him. My spotter said car outside, his said car inside, but we just got too close and we got loose and we got shuffled back a little bit, but it was good to see him recover and come back to a 3rd place.
That race was really chaotic, Alfie. I'm sure you noticed that. But how was it seeming from where you were? Was it everyone you were racing was kind of, calm and, not wrecking? What were you seeing on the track?
I mean, for the most part, it's short track racing. Obviously, you're gonna touch. You just gotta have the mentality to. You just gotta look for other people's brake spots. You can't just be diving it in there and then jumping on the brakes. You're gonna spin. We had a issue early on. One of the drivers that was just yelling and telling everybody to get out of their way. But I mean, I know when I was behind Brennan there for I think like 25 laps, me and him were running the same exact line, and you really can't gain anything. So instead of running in his tire tracks, I tried doing stuff different, and it worked out, but it didn't work out because it cost us both positions. But luckily, I was able to get back to the lead, which he should have been the leader at the time still. So, but like I said, it's unfortunate. It's just short track racing, and I'll just move on to next week and see what we can do.
All right. Well, Sean, you got anything else?
Not really. Is there any shout outs or thanks you'd like to give out to anyone else?
Got to thank TRS, Checkered Flag Auto Supply. They're on the car. Got to thank Clan for putting on the league. All the admins that help run the race, make sure they're clean enough. You guys for broadcasting. And hopefully Mike didn't lose that many points and we can still have a good points battle here.
All right. Well, good luck next week in Milwaukee.
Thank you.
Hey, Brennan, Sean and Will up in booth with VRN. You got us?
Yes, I got you.
All right. Well, you come home in a solid 3rd here tonight. You were leading pretty much over half the race, actually exactly half the race. So I mean, how'd your night go? I mean, you were running up front all night long, and then once you got back in traffic, you kind of struggled.
Yeah, I just was running real good up front, and then just kind of got Alfie got into me a bit there and got shuffled back a little bit, and just kept on getting bumped around, and just finally was able to make my way back to 3rd, and just got a decent finish out of it at least, so can't complain.
Once you got kind of shuffled back there, did you think that your race was just done there, or were you like, I can get back up there and I can fight for the lead? What was your headspace at that time?
I didn't think I was going to be able to get back to lead.
Not really, Brandon. We're going to Milwaukee next week. What are your thoughts on that track? A little bit bigger than what we've been running the past few weeks.
Yeah, Milwaukee, I don't actually even own that track, so I've never turned a lap on it before, so we'll see. Maybe I'll buy it next week if I'm around.
All right. Well, Brandon, have a good rest of your week, man, and good luck next week in Milwaukee if you decide to run.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, that's going to end tonight's broadcast. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night with the OG Racing League Gen 6 Cup Series at Bristol, 125 a lapper. Will's going to miss it.